Hi. So usually this channel is for Sunday school, easy worship, motions, has a little bit of sign language, but this summer I'm doing a Christian camp and they wanted me to put together some sign language for a song. And it's not going to be in American Sign Language gloss structure. Some signs may be wrong, just to make it go with the song. It's more dramatic than accurate, and it's literal, not interpreted. So also, the song is How He Loves Us by David Crowder, and it's going to be signed a little bit different than the words to the song because we're going to sing it a little differently. There's different ways to sing it, and it's going to be different from the original version. And I'm going to slow it down a bit because for the first time you watch it, it's really difficult to get all the motion, get all the signs in with a fast song. So I'm going to just speak it and sign it at the same time. And when you're ready, you can do it to the song. I haven't practiced it enough to do it to the song, so it'll be good for me also to have this video. So here's the first verse. He is jealous for me, loves like a hurricane. I am a tree, bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. When all of a sudden I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. Here's the signs for the pre-chorus. This part is a little different than how it was originally written because we sing this part a little different. Oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us all. And then you're going to do the first verse again and then the pre-chorus again. And then the chorus is, yes, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Then it's going to go into verse 2, and it goes immediately into verse 2, so you need to know this part when it comes. We are his portion. He is our prize, drawn to redemption by the grace in his eyes. If his grace is an ocean, we're all sinking. And it's going to have a big break there, so just keep going until the break ends. And then it goes, so heaven meets earth like an unforeseen kiss, and my heart turns violently inside of my chest. I don't have time to maintain these regrets when I think about the way. And then it sings how he loves over and over, and I think it sings the chorus twice and then the pre-chorus once, but it's just however you plan on singing it. But remember, the chorus is pretty much just, oh, how he loves us. So I'm going to go over a few signs that may be confusing, and the ones we're about to look at, they're so close to each other that you could just pick one of the three if you needed to. This is R, O-U-R. I know I have this up in draw. You have your hand like this, starts on your dominant side and goes to the other side. Then you have we, W-E, starts here with your pointer finger, points at everyone, and then goes to your non-dominant side. And then you have us, your hand is like this, a B hand, if you know what that is, points at yourself on your dominant side, and then goes over to your non-dominant side. Maybe once or twice in the song it says for, you take your index finger, F-O-R, take your index finger, touch your forehead, and point out. 4. He is jealous for me. When you sign heart, there's different ways to sign heart. Some people, when you're not really talking about your anatomy, they use their middle fingers and they draw a heart. Some people use their middle finger and do this for a heartbeat. Some people will use their fist to actually be the heart and do a heartbeat. So whichever you think is easiest for you. Grace is really confusing and hard to sign, like when this verse is really fast. So the sign is grace. But if you need to, you can just sign grace. It's not the sign for grace, but if you have a crowd full of people that don't know sign language, then they're not going to complain. But if you want to be accurate, it's grace. You have your hand like this, point it out, and then turn it and do spirit fingers. The sign for mercy, again, you use your middle fingers, touch right here. You do that 2 times. Mercy. I do it several times because there's a gap and you don't just want to stand there like this in the song. I'm going to go back over some of the parts that I feel like I went a little bit too fast on. On the first verse it says, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipse thy glory. That goes I, and then you do the okay sign. I'm unaware of these afflictions. Use your 2 fingers like this and turn them. Afflictions. Eclipsed. This is your little sunshine and this is the darkness. Eclipsed by glory. Touch your hand and do spirit fingers around. I've seen some people do glory, but glory, whichever. The next part of that verse says, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. So I'm going to sound that slow. I, cross your fingers, realize just for how, thumbs up, twist, how beautiful, start with your hands like this, beautiful, and close them, you are, and how great your affections are for me. If there's any more parts that are confusing, let me know and I'll try to add it to the video or just send you a description or a link where you can find the sign for it. And thank you.